So hello Josie, this is a lesson for you regarding a times table. So I'll write times table. Right, so the question was, I asked you a question, do you know your 12th time table? And you said no. And I asked you a question, do you know your, so you said you know up to 7. And I said, well, in that case, do you know your tens? And you said yes. And I said to you, if you know your tens and then you know your 12s, and this is what I meant. 2 plus 10 is 12. So what I was saying is, if you know your 2's times table and if you know your 10s, then you really know your 12s. Or if you know your 5s and plus 7, that will give you 12. So if you know your 5 tables and if you know your 7 times table, then you should know your 12. So let me give you an example with what I meant by this. So let's say, for example, if we start 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 5 is 10. So you get the idea. 2 times 6 is 12. Okay, so you know this. And so I said, if you also, so this is for 2's, and if you know your 10s, so 10 times 1 is 10, 10 times 2 is 20, 10 times 3 is 30, and 10 times 4 is 40, and 10 times 5, I'll leave this, yeah, and 10 times 6 is, I'll leave that as well. So now the question is, do you know your 12s? And the answer is yes. So 12 times 1 we know is 12, because anything you multiply by 1, any number, that gives you back to that same number. So can you see 2 plus 10? So 2 plus 10 is 12. And the next one is, yeah, 12 times 2 is, yeah, 20 plus 4. So in this case, can you see 20, sorry, I was going to say, let me just write this out. 4 plus 20, that gives us 24. And the next one, yeah, would be 12 times 3. So 12 times 3, what's that? So in this case, will be 6 plus 30. So 6 plus 30 is equal to 36. Well, see, it makes sense. And then next one will be 12 times 4. Well, what's 12 times 4? So it's 8 plus 40 is 48. Now, this is the key, Yoni. Sorry, Josie. You have to make sure everything is aligned. So in this case, it's 4 and 4. Let's say, for example, here, in fact, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change it quickly. If I say missed 5 by mistake and I put 6, 10 times 6 is 60. Yeah. And of course, this 5, can you see that 5? Let me just change to a different color. In fact, I'll put highlighter. That 5 and that 6 does not match. And of course, the answer, what you will get here, which is 5 plus 6, 60, will be 65. Of course, what we know, that 12 times 5 is not 65. Yeah, so 12 times 5 is, yeah, what's that? It's 60. Is that right? So the answer is 60. But here we have a wrong answer. So the reason it became wrong is because those two numbers, the 6 and 5, are not matching. So the order has to match in order to get this times table. So in this case, we rub out this and we make sure that says 5. So 5 times 10 is 50, no 60. So I'll rub this out. Yeah. So I write this out, and first I put this 50, and so in this case would be, what's the answer? 10 plus 50, and that's 60 is the right answer. If we got 6, here is 60. So in this case, 6 plus 60, sorry, 6 plus 12. See, sometimes it's so easy to make that mistake. 12 plus 60, that gives you 72. So 12 times 6 is 72. Does it make sense? So really, the best way of learning your times table is by heart. But of course, this is one way of learning your times table. Hope it's useful. All right, see you on the next lesson.